Alright. Make sure everything here is set up correctly. There we go. Okay. We're gonna be doing some spooky games. And maybe react to something. One moment. Alright, first thing is this one game I heard of on the old Roblox. Apparently it's scary. My webcam too much in the way. I could do that, and then I don't know if my stuff I have set up over here is in the way. It might be. I could probably just make my webcam smaller, like that, and then follow goal like there. That's good, right? Is my chat thing here? Where's stream elements? Okay, I think my stream set up correctly now. At least it should be. Okay, so apparently this is pretty spooky. I'm gonna play it. Do you play with the with just the green? What do we think of just the green? Oh, I didn't click the play button. Darn. There we go. It's a tad laggy then, isn't it? Wowzers. 10 million. Let me get rid of the other light too. There we go, just green. Warning. Skip that. Okay. Volume uno. This is really loud. I don't know how loud it is on stream, but it's I don't think this is the right game. Unless they made it multiplayer. Checkpoint. Okay. Start. I think I'm in a single player, hopefully. We'll see. Also, it seems like it's a little laggy. It seems actually really laggy. Okay, I'm in solo. Do volume like there. Turn up your volume as loud as possible. I'm not doing that. My ears already hurt. I could do that. I don't know how loud this is for stream. Hopefully we end up with enough people to give a... wait, what? Hey, it's fine. Okay. Do we keep the green or do we go red? Or something more spooky? Volume 1, the Miller House. Why are there 20 chat notifications? Where's my mouse? There. Okay, it's just not here. Between the years of 1995 and 1996, for this first Wolverine had reached up. I can't read that fast. They documented missing persons cases in 1995 as was 34. In just 2 months, that number increased to 508. Quite a few. This number does not include the other 12,000. Oh. Okay. What was that? Is this the right game?
Good afternoon. On Friday, July 18th, the Mulberry County Police Department received a call from David Brown, who reported strange noises coming from his backyard at 2:37 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Upon arrival, police encountered a large, pale creature, approximately 8 feet tall, showing signs of extreme visual and auditory sensitivity. Before the creature fled into the woods, Officer Terry Smith was able to capture a photograph of the creature, which we will now show on your screen now.
I saw that guy in Dollar General.
Mulberry County and the surrounding areas to lock your doors and secure your homes. An 8 p.m. statewide curfew is in effect until further notice. Please note that this creature is not alone, and under no circumstances should you attempt to approach these creatures, which experts are now calling fallen angel.
That's loud. That was quite loud. Why do I have 50 chat notifications? Global. I can't even check it. No. No. Aw, darn it. Is that there now? Crap. It's not meant to be open, is it? That's a better thing there.
Good morning, folks. It is a beautiful Saturday here in Mulberry County. The weather outside is 82 degrees with sunny skies.
Nice.
Expect temperatures to drop tonight to around 26 degrees with light rain. In other news, world-renowned biologist Alan Fletcher has gone missing this past weekend, leaving many to question his well-being. More updates on that story later. For now, enjoy this song chosen by one of our listeners.
Is this, I doubt this is copyrighted, right? There's no way it is, right? Okay. I must have fallen asleep on the couch again. Third time this day. I can't remember anything. Chips. My stomach is killing me. I should get something to eat. Chips. Eat something. I can't eat the chips. Where's the light? Okay. Oh, we got something there. Where is there any food in the microwave? Can I not eat the chips? Oh, there's food up here. We eat the fruit, cereal, or burger. Go with some Captain Oof. Okay. Yummy. Never gone wrong with cereal. Some water would hit the spot right now. Refreshing. I remember now. Last night, Mom and Dad left for the weekend. You got some chores? Okay, my name's Henry. Uncharacteristic of them. I'm no wee lad. They left me a list of chores. At least I can help out by doing chores. Yeah. Where's that list? Right here. Yeah. Like the list says, take out the trash, feed the aminals, do your homework. Got it. So, chores should be easy. Where's the garbage phone? Now, who could that be?
Hey, Blackface.
What do you want, Benson?
I heard your parents left last night. Me and the boys are gonna pass by your house on our way to Trevor's later. Looks like we'll be paying you a little visit tonight.
Goodbye, Benson.
Later, nerd.
What's he gonna do? Tell me to mow the lawn or I'm fired?
You have one unheard message.
Hey, Henry. I am going to be home late tonight. Like, real late.
Bro.
Remember to keep the horses. Keith almost killed them. Anyway, you'll probably be asleep when I get home, so I'll see you tomorrow.
End of message.
Of course.
To delete this message, press 7.
Well, that's just great, ain't it? Chris is always out learning. We do all the chores. Let's get back to taking out the trash. Garbage. Collect the garbage. Not that one. Can I run? Do I have to... I can't run, okay. It'll probably be... I can't run until a monster's here telling me to... This country is so quiet and peaceful. It always has been. Nice road. Seems a little extra quiet lately. Oh, there's a car. What's that sound? Vehicle. With some papers. That car dropped something on the road, eh? Whoa! These are some strange papers. They appear to be highly classified. No bueno. They're labeled fallen angels. I wonder what fallen angels are. And just in case that card comes looking quick. Gonna put them up in the... That's a cool crow. Plus, I want to take a look at them. Do we have to go up the ominous staircase? Okay. Ominous staircase time. Oh gosh. Okay, there's gotta be a light switch. Or is it down here? Too cold. We don't live like Harry Potter, so... Must be up here. The light switch. Where am I? Am I stuck? Light switch. This is probably not my room. Balcony. Closet. Open that door. Who is that? There's a person here. I think we should call 911. No. No, close it. Why are the doors closed so slowly? This might be my room. Yeah. I wonder why that car had government papers. So we're just gonna ignore the guy that was in the hallway. Nothing about rural wilderness is out that way. I guess while I am up here, I should do my homework. Okay, let's close the door, because I don't want Mr. Poop Man catching up to me. Mr. Smelly. What is your name? It's not David. 2 plus 2. 4. 9 divided by 2. 4.5. 2 to the power of 3. 8. Choose the next subject. Astronomy. What is this called? Moon. What is the speed of light in a vacuum? How long is 1 light year in miles? Probably 5.87 trillion. How large is the observable universe in light years? Is it 90 billion or 93? Yep. True or false? We do not... Yeah. Because it's constantly going, whoa! We will most likely never know the size of the universe. How large do you think the universe truly is? Infinite. What is the Big Bang TV show? That's the Big Bang Theory. The beginning of the universe. Who discovered the Big Bang? George? Yeah. Famous scientist said this quote. First group from natural sciences. No. Darn. This sure is taking me a long time. I could really use a snack break. What time is it? How long does this guy take to do his homework? It's like 4 questions. No, it was 14 questions. And it went from what looked like noon to sunset. Delicious. It's starting to get pretty late. Let's quickly finish the rest of my homework. Oh, gosh darn it. Guess I should answer it. Okay, you know what? That's going back. The green is too much. The green is messing me up. Hello? Thank you? Yeah. I think we should call the police, perhaps? It sounded like they were outside. I'm not sure I want to go anywhere now. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Just ignore it. Do the homework. Come on, just ignore it. Just, feed the horse and then sleep. Okay. This is why people in movies die, because they go and look. Just ignore it. Call the police. All the doors are broken. All the windows are broken. No, that broke it. The window broke. He's already in here, isn't he? Just wait for Chris. Or is Benson gonna show up and get all mad and say, mow the guy at Rigby, mow the lawn, you're fired, or whatever he sounds like. Hey, me, it's Benson. Okay. Now let's get back to my homework. There's probably someone in the house. See how long it takes him to complete the rest of the homework. 7 years? Finally, finished my homework. Don't fall asleep. Go feed the horses. No. This guy has the intelligence of a stone. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Whom? No matter how extravagant the claims, I suppose. Dude, what was that? One moment. Okay. Much better. Hello. What do I see? What am I looking for? Is there something in the trees? It's in the trees. Okay. Oh. 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 That place. You like quizzes, huh? Yeah, a little. Some guy behind the Subway. Like the sandwich place. Or Dollar General. Something new. Yeah, I can too. That's kind of how glass works, bub. What's going on? Why did it make a noise? What is that? Where is his nose? How is he gonna breathe? He ain't got no nose. What time is it? Time to get a watch. Oh no. It's almost midnight. Okay, so he fell asleep until almost midnight, and now we have to feed the horses. Okay. He's just gonna ignore that? He's just gonna completely ignore the blood-curdling screech he just heard. Oh. Who is that? John Chungus? Yo, that's John Chungus. Hold on, you can't see him. You can't see, it's John Chungus. It's him. It's the guy. He's over there. He's over there now. Why are you so far away? Why is it on votes? Does that really matter, Henry? How do you know my name? You have a very nice house. That's what the guy on the phone told me. Oh, now you can't see the text. Crap. Okay, let me move my... I gotta move everything now. I go there. That go... What was that? John Chungus, no! John Chungus. They killed him! That's not John Chungus. That's not him. That isn't him. That is not John. What is... Okay, no matter what... That's not John. I stood behind the door speechless. I could hear rustling everywhere. Eventually, it all went quiet. We need to call Inspector Gadget. Then I realized what is happening. What was happening? John Chungus became a beast from the underworld. That face looks so familiar. John Pork. Looked like Benson's Halloween costume last year. That gumball machine. Always yelling at his employees. Why is he such a loser? I must admit, this prank is surely his best. You won't make a fool of me again this year. I'm just gonna go ignore him and feed the horses. That's not Benson. It split in half and turned into a beast. I swear I just saw a face there. Okay, where's the barn? Is it back here? Oh god. Where are all the horses? Oh no. It ate the horses probably. Benson turned into the beast and ate all of the horses. The horses are probably in the forest. Okay. I have to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. While I'm over here, the thing's probably wandering into the house, eating all my chips, playing. Stupid freaking birds. Like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, he's probably eating all my potato chips, playing video games on my TV and my Xbox. He's drinking all of the water, all the Pepsi, all the soda, all the everything. Pooping in my toilet. I'm trying to catch him. I'm seeing if he's. He's right behind me, isn't he? Where does this path go? Narnia? Once I'm done walking to... Yeah! It killed Benson. That is probably Benson. Why can't I run? It just goes into shift lock. That's not a horse. Go! You think it's a stupid wolf? You think it's a wolf? You think it's a wolf? You think the wolf turned the horse into slime? I don't think a wolf can do that. Wolves can't turn things into sludge. Why can't I run? Can this guy walk any slower? Why'd it lag? I don't like that it lagged, because that usually means it's rendering something in. Unless it was just the barn. But I doubt it was the house in the barn. There's something in the house. Do you guys see that? There's something over there. He's eating all my chips! Oh gosh. I don't remember leaving the door open. I do. He ate the chips! But no, I did that. Never mind. You think you might have done this when you cleaned that... This guy is stupid. This guy is an actual idiot. Call the police. 911. Oh no. Just go back to bed. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. It can't get you for sleeping. Yeah. This guy's an idiot. This guy is actually stupid. Alright, let's look through them. What do we got? Attention, the following information beyond this page is being classified for any person to recognize identification. Yeah. Wait, that's the guy that went missing. It said Alan Fletcher. That was the guy that went missing at the start. Yeah. After the success of Project 12, large quantities of flesh. What is this guy doing? Large scale investigation is begun involving Jarrell Blaine for the state of Utah, Idaho. The states of Utah, Idaho, Nevada, discuss plans for any future. Okay. I don't think that really explained anything. What's the passcode? Wait. I know this. I know exactly what to do. Would it be one of the years? What were the years? 1994? Five? 1980? $50. Oh well. Okay, where do we have to go now? These papers seem to be incomplete. Really? Okay. Let's go downstairs and watch this VHS tape. Where's downstairs? Oh wait, no, we don't have to go downstairs. What? won't turn on, okay. Might as well use our spare television. It is downstairs. Okay. Here we go. What was that? Jeez. What was that? Its head just moved, I think. Well, I guess the whole... It's floating. Hey, moron. I'm walking here. Want to keep it, kneecaps? We're turning on the lights. Anything out of the ordinary happens, I'm catching that right there. I got my peepers open. Okay, I'm gonna turn my volume down because the last 3 jump scares have been more hurting my ears. I don't know if me turning that volume there messes up the stream audio, I don't know. I hate that sound. So we're either gonna be fined $500,000 or swiftly terminated.
This is not a test. The Mulberry County and United States government have prohibited unauthorized viewing, distributing, or replicating of the following footage.
I don't like that. That means we're not doing bueno here.
Congratulations. If you are viewing this training tape, that means your application has been accepted. This tape will explain the different wildlife you can expect to encounter while on duty. If you come across an American black bear, keep your distance and log its location. You may be required to change your current route to avoid them.
Sir, yes, sir.
Do not log the location of cougars. Simply walk away and continue your search.
Sir, yes, sir.
When you come across a coyote, log its location and create a new file if one does not exist. You are required to follow a coyote as long as possible.
Sir, yes, sir.
If someone is lost, quickly assist them and continue your search.
There's something behind the guy on the left. Sir, yes, sir.
If you spot any suspicious individuals, report the individual to your dispatcher.
Sir, yes, sir. Humanoids? What, are we gonna find some Neanderthals? Or some... what do they call it? What are the other ones? Spotted humanoid or kind of spotted. I don't have an emergency radio. Not return to station. Reset back to. Odd. Yep, track minimize all these words. What are these noises? Scratch mark. Okay, so I think we saw both of those. We turned the horses into one of those. And then there's the, what's it called? The scratch. You think? This tape has got to be a hoax. Okay, this guy's... I just saw a beast beyond my comprehension. It's gotta be a hoax. It scratched out my floors and broke my windows, but nah, this can't be anything. Too tired to brush your teeth. Okay, just go to sleep. Yeah, I am dreaming. You can't see it now because this game has things either way over here or way over here. You still don't remember. What? How could you forget? What am I forgetting? Henry's special day. Jazz. Today was a very special day. Today we went camping. I love camping. Utah. I'm a genius. Utah. Went to Bear Lake. Let me tell you all about it. There's probably a bear and a lake. 6:17 a.m. We woke up really early this morning. It was important that we left early. We not want to be dark when we got there. It was a really long drive. 1992. What's that? Power line? Why are you spinning in circles? What's going on? Oh, Mom told me to turn off the camera. She said it's very important that Mom and Dad have a battery to capture something. "2:44 p.m. We were driving for a very long time until we met with Jarrell. He is friends with my dad. He said he was able to record some things, he said. That guy looks... Why is he still here?
Take this camera with motion detection. It will outline any areas where it senses movement up to 200 feet. Be careful tonight. You know very well how dangerous this can be.
Camping? Mom and Dad talked with Jarrell for a long time about what we do when we got to Bear Lake. You forgot to capitalize his name. This guy is stupid. 8:03 p.m. We set up camp and roasted s'mores. Before long, it was time for bed. Mom and Dad didn't stay real late, though. Here's a picture of my campsite. Mom and Dad took lots of pictures. They spent time talking pictures, and I can't read that fast. That one. Is there anyone in there? Is there something there? There's something. No. Someone there? Is there? Where is he? Where is he? There's gotta be something there. That looks like there has to be. Also, each camera has a different quality. Each one's like slightly different. My glasses are hurting me, so I'm not gonna wear them. That's a stitch. Taking a little while. 3:21 a.m. drinking the Among Us potion at 3 a.m. I woke up to someone calling my name. Glad I was asleep. The voice was pretty far away, if I remember correctly. I took the new camera and stepped outside. Um, 22. Why is he getting closer? This guy is an idiot. Go away from the thing. I walked for a long time. The voice is very far away. Can we get the guy saying AI viewers banned? It's ruining the vibe here. I placed the camera down. To ban that guy on my phone. I can't move my camera. Wait, okay. What do we got here? That thing's moving pretty fast. There's what is it picking up? Is it bears? What is that? Eventually I got bored and went back to bed. Thanks for watching! It followed us home. My windows look just like that. Don't let it in. I can't see the text. It's where my face cam is. Did he open the window? There's gonna be a jump scare or something. It's kind of the world's darkest room. Ugh. Did you see it? See what? It got inside. Está no bueno. Why are you showing me the roof? We return saxophone or tenor. Why'd it get so loud? Oh no. Oh no. What was that? Was it backwards? You have been here before. Where? Okay. Incoming broadcast. Prepare. Oh, what? Who is this? I don't have any games. I don't have any video games. I don't have any games on my phone. This guy looks like that one Star Wars guy, Darth Nihilus. He looks like him. Oh, hi there. Hi there. Speak up, I can't hear you, bud. Close them peepers. What you looking at? Who do you think you are, bud? What does this guy think he is? Spooky guy or something? No, I'm not spooky. Not spooky at all. Don't tell me this is an actual... No. But... I think that was fake. It looked really low resolution. Why is the smoke detector going off? I can't sleep with it beeping like this. I have to investigate. Why'd the light off? Don't tell me this guy deactivated all the lights. Turned out all the lights. The smoke to... What is that? The prototype from Poppy Playtime? With his lanky arms going... Investigate. I just saw... I swear I saw something in the hole. While I'm up, I should use the restroom. Just pee your pants at this point. Where's the bathroom? Is it this one? Yeah. Pee on the monster. That'll scare him off. No crap. Get in the... Turn off the light. Oh gosh. I have to be silent. Shh. Be very, very quiet. Be silent. I'm freezing. When we're done this game, I need to get like a coat or something. Or a hoodie. There's something in the room. What's going on? Is that a hand at the door? I can't see. It's like, really dark. Is that a hand or is that the... That's his hand. No one here, SCP-096. Keep the door shut. Guy's just all skin and bone. Ugh! My mouse sensitivity's on 3. What is this? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Dot, dot, click the dot. Ugh! They're going faster. Ugh! Click it! Click it! Ugh! Ugh! Jeez, what am I meant to do? Crap! Crap! Am I meant to lose? What's going on? What? Whoa, 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 crap, 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 crap. That's a pot. Oh, what is that? That's scary. Is that Benson? Or is that Clark, whatever his name was? Chris, yeah. Get to his... I need to find Chris and get out of here. Yeah. You should have gotten out of here when the windows broke and John Chungus appeared. There's gotta be a way to run. I have to walk this slow. When the monster step on my foot, I can't run. Chris! Let me in your automobile. We got to get out of here. Chris? Where's Chris? He has the keys. I need to find him now. What's this blood on the ground? Oh gosh. Where's Chris? Cornfield? Oh, of course. Of course. Okay. Go right, because right is always left. Left, because left is always left. There he is. Chris, what happened to you?
Don't worry about me. Get to the car now.
What is that? What is that? That's the Red Skull from Captain America. If he was entirely skeleton. I swear, if he trips. Oh, okay. He got hit in the head. Get up. Ow, my head. Help! Was there something there? I couldn't tell. Get to the car! Why is he standing like that? He's standing like that. What is he doing? He's gonna wave like Baldi from Baldi's Basics. The moon. I think I won. I did. Okay, one moment. I'm going to go grab a hoodie because I am quite literally freezing. Content creators, that'll include me perhaps, because this will be a VOD probably on YouTube. Thank you very much for playing the game. Mulberry County.
Whoa.
Benson.
What happened to Henry's house? Hey, check this out. I found some papers. They're labeled Fallen Angels.
Benson. It survived! Is there a second part? Oh no, it's just putting me back in the thing. It's saving my progress. Pretty cool. Skip. Volume 2. We don't have Volume 2. Okay. We're gonna do another game. And I'm gonna move all my stuff back to where it's supposed to be. Wait, no, I did the wrong thing. This one. Okay. Move chat back. Over there. Move me right there. Alright. Let's find a different game. Either another game on the old Roblox or Fears to Fathom 1. I'm thinking Fears to Fathom 1 or do another spooky game on here. Or just search for spooky. We'll just go with Fears to Fathom. Here we are. Ah, crap. It's one of these ones where if I click the wrong thing, it goes to that. Okay. Home Alone. Did I move something on my main? I did. How did I do that? That's gonna be a pain to move back, isn't it? Okay. There we go. I didn't want to put this on Reddit just for it to be called a piece of fiction. I don't know what's under. Oh, crap. I guess I'll just start. Can we pick up the pace a little? We're in the middle of the summer. My parents had left for that weekend road trip. Okay. Alright. My OBS is frozen, except for my webcam. Wonderful. Hopefully that means the stream's okay. Unless somehow my audio is maintaining a perfect, I woke up, okay, just wake up. Alright, let's take a look around. Plate. Where am I? Is there a way to, can I? Oh, okay, there's these things. Crap, okay. Got some papers. I don't know what I'm doing. No need to order anything, I already made lasagna. Fridge. Where's the lasagna? The food was cold. Can I eat cold food? Put it in the oven. Why is it so loud? I can't eat that. I can't eat the cereal. I like watching TV while I eat. What are you watching? What is that? What is this? Change the channel. What is this? Just eat the whole rest of it. What's this person watching? What? Garbage. To call it off, man. Something just came up. Okay. Alright. Alright. If I'm going to sleep, probably wanna. Nope, okay. Oh, yeah. $12:38 a.m. How long did it take you to do a homework? This is, what, 4 hours? Because they woke up at 8? Other one took from, like, noon to almost midnight. Wait, I did fall asleep. Don't stay up too late, you kids. Oh, gotta have to get some water. What do I get? I can't see a thing. Why is the music doing that? Oh, probably in the fridge, isn't it? Enough water? You go back to bed? I'll get up. Okay. I don't trust it. I broke the window. He's got to be in here, right? I don't know what to do, because he's probably in here, right? Alright, if she's at... I knew it. What do I do? Because he's... Did you get him? Oh, okay. Did I win? Did you get him? Oh, okay. They got him. Cool. They got the guy. Oh, it closed out of the game. Okay. What do we do next? We do a reaction to something? I reckon we'll do a reaction. I'll find something to react to. Oh wait, Google opens over here. Alright, YouTube. We react to, I think we'll react to some sort of video and then end stream. Alright, I think I found something.
Sorry to
Let me just copy the link to... Okay. Video by Weatherbox Studio. How do I get this without... What are these ads on the side there? Okay. We'll do, okay, wait, I have an idea. Remove... Okay, hold on. I gotta rearrange some stuff. I'm gonna make another scene. Okay, hold on. Alright, so we're gonna do okay, wait, okay. We're not gonna do a new scene. We're just gonna get rid of that and do full webcam. No wait, I have to copy. Oh, I can, okay. Give me one moment. This might take a second. Copy that one. Okay. Alright. So what I'm thinking is for this we could do chat over here. Chat there. Goal up here. Is there a way to get that so it just fits across there perfectly? Can make chat larger. There we go. I gotta find out a better way to do reactions in the future. Then we do capture above that, and then shrink it to like, okay. These ads, dude. Okay. Alright. I move over here. Okay. That goes there. Chat can go over there. Video. This is gonna look bad whatever way I do it. Okay, wait, no, that's me. How do I get where's the chat? That's not the chat. That's the chat. Okay. And then we'll just take the goal and then this is complicated here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just rearranging stuff till it looks good. Which is not working. We'll just do that, and then that'll work for now. And then I'll find a better way to lay this out later. Okay. Jarrell, the world's most unsurvivable tornado by Weatherbox Studios. It's muted.
You've ever heard. Imagine the loudest sound you've ever heard. Now imagine hearing that sound for 5 minutes. The tornado that struck Jarrell in 1997 was, in every sense of the word, dehumanizing. Not only did it take 27 lives, but it systematically erased every trace of them in ways the modern world had never seen. Every aspect of this storm was atypical. It shapeshifted from a thin rope into a massive black cloud of spinning debris. It moved backwards. It nearly stood still, like a blender spinning at 300 miles per hour. It tore the skin off of livestock, peeled asphalt from roads, and went on a killing spree while hundreds of onlookers watched in horror. All of this in an atmosphere that didn't look dangerous enough to produce such a monster. So how did the most unsurvivable tornado ever recorded form beneath such an ordinary sky? What would it have taken to survive, and will we see anything remotely close to this in the future?
Wasn't? Oh.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus.
Yeah, I got
And
an ad.
this is your
Crap. Darn it. Okay, I was gonna say, wasn't the time this happened, like, when a lot of tornadoes were happening at once? Because I feel like somewhere I heard about a lot of tornadoes happening in the, like, 90s.
On May 26th, forecasters were watching Central Texas closely, but not for violent tornadoes, for general severe thunderstorms with large hail, the kind that the southern plains sees every spring. A cold front was draped across central Oklahoma, which would drift southeastward throughout the afternoon, pushing up warm, moist air, creating thunderstorms. These thunderstorms would likely cluster together, creating a mesoscale convective system, or MCS, causing minor flooding as it drifted southeast in the early morning hours of the 27th. With this in mind, the Storm Prediction Center issued a slight risk for the Ozarks to Tallahassee, directly ahead of the storms. And sure enough, late in the day on the 26th, storms erupted in central Oklahoma, racing southeast, forming an MCS. These storms brought heavy downpours and large hail, expelling cool, dry air, which spilled into northeast Texas by the following morning. This outflow boundary can act as a mini cold front or dry line, which can help initiate thunderstorms later in the day if conditions are right. As data came in from atmospheric soundings on the 27th, things changed quite a bit. In central Texas, a cold front was observed drifting through the region, one that would push immense amounts of surface moisture upwards and create thunderstorms. Just above the sweltering surface air was a thick, hot, and dry air mass that once sat over the high plateau of northern Mexico. If this moisture at the surface was pushed upwards into this dry air, it would rise to 50,000 feet in a matter of minutes, creating massive thunderstorms with large hail. With this in mind, the Storm Prediction Center upgraded Central Texas to a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms. The question was, would there be tornadoes? While the Jarrell tornado was truly unsurvivable, no matter the preparation, the vast majority of natural disasters you'll ever have to deal with can be overcome with the right planning, preparation, and supplies. Long-duration blackouts, like those seen during the most recent Mississippi Valley ice storm, are some of the most common aftermaths from natural disasters, and this is when people are at their most vulnerable.
I called it. Alright, so. Where's this? Is like, okay. 1 second. I will be right back. Sorry. Sorry about that. I am back. Alright.
Backup power solution you'll ever need. While the
Okay, there we
atmosphere
go.
was teeming with energy, there was very little spin. The jet stream, the very thing that causes rotating winds with height, was 300 miles north of central Texas. Looking at a profile of wind speed and direction with height, the winds were rather light and chaotic. Storm relative helicity values were measuring at about 30, which dictates an atmosphere with very little shear or spin. If a tornado were to occur, let alone a violent tornado, it would be a freak occurrence where everything would have to line up perfectly. Nobody could have predicted the series of events that would unfold in the next 3 hours. The storms that moved through Arkansas in the overnight hours had created little ripples in the atmosphere that could be seen on satellite imagery. It's called a gravity wave, and at the top of the wave, or crest, air is forced upwards, resulting in thicker clouds than at the bottom of the wave, or valley. When a gravity wave moves through an unstable atmosphere, it can help initiate thunderstorms. When that atmosphere has significant moisture on the ground and 6,000 joules per kilogram of CAPE above, it's only a matter of time. A small shower appears on radar just west of Waco, Texas, drifting eastward, and then 2 more baby thunderstorms near Carthage and Henderson, also drifting to the east. Looking at the satellite imagery, it's clear the gravity wave passing over Waco is what helped initiate the lone thunderstorm. But notice something else. A clear other boundary existed on satellite within the field of puffy cumulus clouds. In fact, there were 2 of them. This was the cold front drifting through central Texas, as well as a smaller, weaker dry line. Both of these boundaries have the ability to create thunderstorms, and our Waco storm was located very near both of them. As the storms begin to strengthen, another strange behavior was observed. While the cluster near Henderson drifted eastward, the Waco storm began moving southwestward. Well, storms form when surface air rises, and surface air rises when it gets pushed upwards by boundaries. This process gets accelerated when different boundaries collide and merge. And at this very moment, the cold front and dry line were performing what is called a zipper merge. Much like when 2 lanes of traffic narrow into just one, the cold front was overtaking the dry line, creating an increased area of lift that was propagating the storm's new updrafts southwestward. A tornado watch was issued at 12:54 p.m., with a tornado warning 30 minutes later. But the question remained, where was this spinning motion coming from? The winds were fairly light and chaotic aloft. You would expect a consistent change in wind speed and direction with height, yet there was nothing resembling a tornado-producing atmosphere. The answer lies at the surface, where a complex situation was developing. As the storm propagated southwestward, the downdraft, the cold air rushing out of the storm, merged with the cold front dry line merger, creating this distorted, enhanced gust front. East of this gust front, the southerly inflow into the storm was accelerated, causing a spinning motion at the surface. Due to the explosive environment aloft, with 6,000 joules per kilogram of CAPE, and such a large portion of this energy existing near the ground, any spinning air at the surface could get stretched upwards into the storm itself, and could be enough to produce a tornado. The tornadoes would likely be short-lived due to the complex boundaries that would produce them. Tornadoes require a balance of atmospheric force.
Okay. How long do tornadoes usually last? Because, like, I have heard some of them last, like, 30 seconds, and some of them last, like, 30 minutes. It just depends on how strong they are. Or, like, let me Google that real quick. Um, 2 to 3 minutes. While violent ones last about 25. The longest one have lasted Uh, 3.5 hours for the longest one. In Nebraska.
And when you have multiple boundaries interacting in such a complicated way, there's typically small windows where that balance can be achieved. It's similar to trying to start an old lawnmower with a bad carburetor. You can get it to run for a little bit, but it keeps shutting off.
Imagine being able to
Got
build
another
an
ad.
app with your
1:21 p.m., the first tornado touched down, a tall, thin rope near Spring Valley, Texas, that was only on the ground for 3 minutes. But shortly after, another tall tornado touched down east of Moody, Texas. And this time, it was apparent that something was very off. This tornado was moving southwestward, the exact opposite direction a tornado typically moves. Consider this: a supercell thunderstorm is oriented in such a way where the northeast side of the storm contains the downdraft, rain, hail, lightning, and high winds. The southwest side of the storm contains the rain-free base, wall cloud, and often the tornado. When the storm moves in a northeast fashion, the thunderstorm acts as a warning. You might not know a tornado is coming, but at the very least, you are sheltered inside away from the heavy rain and hail. When a supercell moves in the opposite direction, there's literally nothing between you and the tornado. No rain, no hail, and oftentimes not even lightning. If you're not paying attention, it could be fatal. But Debbie and Sandy Silvis knew it was coming, and from Willow Grove Road, Sandy took his camcorder out and began filming as the tall twister approached.
It's gonna hit us.
1 mile to their northeast, Bill and Carolyn Slentz knew it was coming as well. Their home was perched on a hill and they had a clear view to the north, watching the growing tornado approach. Their son, Billy, insisted the family hop in their Honda Accord and drive away from the twister's path. With moments to spare, the family took Billy's advice. It was this decision that likely saved their lives. Sandy had the camera rolling as the Slentz family home was destroyed.
Look! It just hit. That's a house!
Pick up the house? I can't see anything.
It just leveled that house.
All 5 of the Slentz family vehicles were either tossed atop their home or in the surrounding fields. The tornado lifted less than a mile later. This tornado received an F3 rating, but most importantly, showed that violent tornadoes were certainly on the board, even with the lackluster atmosphere. The storm continued propagating southwestward along the merging boundaries, when at 2:26 p.m., another thin cone tornado touched down atop Belton Lake. Beverly Teague took this video from Morgan's Point showing the tornado over the water, intensifying before it moved onto land. It destroyed the marina and several other structures south of the lake, lifting after only a couple miles. By this time, the storm was clearly visible from Interstate 35, and storm chasers, amateur photographers, and news journalists were careening up from Austin to try to catch a glimpse of a tornado. One of these videographers was Scott Guest, who, after being briefed in the KVUE newsroom, headed north with the crew in search of a tornado. And sure enough, another thin funnel touches down from the clouds, dancing around the field somewhere north of Prairie Dell. This was likely a land spout, a spinning vortex that occurs when weak localized rotation from surface boundaries stretches upwards but does not fully stretch into the updraft of the thunderstorm. Scott pulls over, gets out his camera, and films the small tornado toss hay bales, slowly twisting and turning southward. But then, it appears to drift towards the highway, forcing the team to tear down and head north, out of the twister's path. They drive half a mile north to the Bell County rest area, well out of the tornado's path. Scott continues to film the twisting rope as it snaps trees in a field. Wayne Persky was 6 miles to the northeast, working on his family farm, when he spotted the tornado. He drove out to a field in his pickup truck and began filming the twister as it glided southwest. Scott Beckwith was working at Jarrell Farm Supply when, upon getting word of an approaching tornado, ran outside with his film camera in hand. He begins taking photographs of the twisting funnel, but then something incredible happened that would go down in meteorological history. Over the course of 3 minutes, the singular funnel slowly turned into a massive multi-vortex tornado, which at one point resembles a giant walking amongst the earth with 2 legs and a distorted arm. In some Native American languages, a multi-vortex tornado is referred to as the dead man walking, a reminder that these types of tornadoes are often the strongest seen on planet Earth and should be treated with the utmost respect. But how did this transformation happen?
It would be insane being in like the 1300s and then just seeing a giant tornado. Now that I think of it. Like, if you've never heard of one before, that'd be insane.
Well, the tornado went from being mostly a landspout, with rotation existing mainly near the ground, to a violent tornado with multiple vortices and that parent rotation extending all the way into the storm's updraft. Right before the Jarrell tornado, the storm's updraft was located very close to the distorted gust front. And when this happens, the speed at which air rises into a thunderstorm tends to increase. Additionally, a small cell had merged with the parent storm right before the transformation took place. These cell mergers can cause increases in both winds rushing into and out of a thunderstorm, and this can generate or intensify a tornado. The only way we'd get a clear answer is from a mobile Doppler radar unit scanning the tornado in close range. Unfortunately, there were no mobile radar units in operation that day, leaving us to only speculate how a landspout became the worst tornado in history. Regardless,
love Roblox?
No.
Earn Roblox
about what happened next. As the tornado drifted southward, the winds around the vortex increased to over 250 miles per hour. This dramatic increase in intensity happened directly above Chuck Tunn's farmstead on County Road 304, killing multiple sheep and cattle, and tearing the roof clean off of his underground storm cellar. Thankfully, Chuck wasn't home at the time, but you can imagine what would have happened if he was in his storm cellar. The sheer force of the winds acted like an enormous shovel, digging a trench over 1 foot deep into several fields. This dirt was launched into the funnel, giving it a pitch black appearance. Traffic was at a standstill on I-35 as drivers looked on in horror at something they would never see again. An F5 tornado was less than a mile from the highway. Continuing to grow in size, the black cloud was now 1 mile away from the Double Creek Estates, a neighborhood of about 40 people on the northwest side of Jarrell. The tornado was moving slow enough that residents could watch it approach for several minutes and still have enough time to make a decision. In fact, if they were paying attention, they had almost an hour of lead time, which was enough for the Igo family to get to safety. Or so they thought. When the tornado warning was issued, the Jarrell Fire Department activated the town's emergency siren. Joan Igo, who was teaching at Jarrell High School, along with her 17-year-old daughter Audrey, immediately left for home upon hearing the tornado warning. Larry, the father of the family, closed up his Chevy parts shop 3 blocks south of the school, speeding home to seek shelter with the rest of his family in a central closet. But unbeknownst to them, by rushing back home, the family had now put themselves directly in the path of the monster. To make matters worse, Larry had about 85 parts cars located behind his home that could easily become deadly projectiles if the tornado hit their property. John and Michael Ruiz were also at the school shooting baskets when they decided to head home due to the impending bad weather. But they lived in a trailer and, knowing the dangers of being in a mobile home during a tornado, decided to leave for the Moring family home on their bikes over a mile away. Thankfully, the 2 teenagers made it inside with time to spare. As the black cloud drew closer, Billy LaFrance put his daughter, Kristen, and his wife, Debbie, into the bathtub of their central bathroom. With there being no room for himself, he huddled against the wall and waited for the worst to pass. In a cruel twist of fate, and for reasons not easily explained, the tornado slows down to a crawl, simultaneously growing to 3/4 of a mile wide, now moving at just several miles per hour. The force of the winds is so strong that asphalt is lifted from County Road 305. Minutes later, the dead man walks into Double Creek. The tornado took between 5 and 8 minutes to cross this mile-long stretch, which gives it the forward speed of a brisk walk. But with winds much stronger than 200 miles per hour, homes immediately exploded upon impact. People were lifted into the air, and walls, beds, chairs, televisions, bathtubs, every material that made up these homes was spun around the vortex at incomprehensible speeds for several minutes, breaking into smaller and smaller pieces that became tiny missiles that would effectively sandblast every remaining home in this subdivision until there was nothing left except for a bare concrete slab. In the entire history of recorded meteorology, there had never been an instance where structures were so cleanly and systematically dismantled by a tornado that the resulting debris was just missing. Not a single one of Larry Igo's 85 vehicles were immediately found. Several inches of topsoil was removed from the surrounding yards, leaving thick mud in its wake. The death toll within this mile stretch reached a staggering 27 residents. Those whose remains were found were seemingly difficult to identify for reasons that you can infer. Dental records and fingerprints became vital tools to identify the dead. The death toll included the entire Igo family, with the two twins, Paul and John, being at home the entire day. Tragically, the Moring family, including John and Michael Ruiz, did not make it out alive. While the Igo family and Ruiz brothers made the right decisions that followed conventional wisdom, had Larry, Audrey, and Joan stayed at work in downtown, and had the Ruiz boys stayed in their family trailer, all of them would have made it out alive. But then again, those who did survive also followed conventional wisdom. Billy LaFrance's wife, Debbie, and daughter, Kristen, made it through the horrifying several minutes in their bathtub, but unfortunately, Billy did not. He was pulled out of the home as it was being destroyed. The other survivors in Double Creek were sheltered underground in 2 separate storm cellars that were properly constructed to withstand such extreme winds. Shortly after exiting Double Creek, the tornado began to shrink in a neighboring field and lifted about 1 mile later. The dead man had returned to the sky.
Okay.
Recovery efforts concluded in the coming months, and the neighborhood grieved the tremendous loss. The tornado went into the record books with an F5 rating, estimated wind speeds of over 260 miles per hour. But throughout the years, a murmur had turned into a discussion. What makes a tornado cause that much damage? Could the extremely slow forward speed mean that lesser winds, maybe less than 200 miles per hour, yield the same result? Unfortunately, there's no way to tell without some new evidence. Maybe a new close-up camera angle that shows the tornado moving through Double Creek. But when a situation like this undoubtedly happens again, there will be high-tech radars scanning the storm, maybe even of the mobile variety, as well as dozens of storm spotters and chasers capturing different angles of the tornado at different times. As for Jarrell, the residents rebuilt their homes and tried their best to heal. New cookie-cutter subdivisions are popping up in the surrounding fields, featuring homes that are poorly built and would be a potential disaster if a violent tornado were to once again move through. The corporations that bought these plots of lands don't care about safety, but thankfully David Cockrum does. He started Jarrell Storm Shelters after experiencing the tornado firsthand, making it his mission to construct affordable and safe storm shelters for those who need them. As for Larry Igo's classic Chevy parts auto shop, his passion for old American cars lives on through the Central Texas Classic Chevy Club, which was founded by Larry in 1979 and still meets to this day. In the center of Double Creek Estates sits a memorial park with baseball fields, a tennis court, and a memorial on which the victims' names are inscribed in stone. 27 trees, one for each person, have been planted around the memorial and will continue to grow for years to come.
Alright. Be sure to check out the video by Weatherbox Studios. I think we'll end the stream. Been streaming for like an hour or two, almost. So, bye. See you in the next stream.